welcome to the 8 p.m. show. Today we're talking about the 79 Golden Globe Awards and then we're talking about the return of the Bollywood heroes in 2022. That's all coming up on our entertainment segment. Meanwhile, on You Won't Believe, we've got the recent rain that happened in Texas, and let me tell you, it did not rain water.
Okay, so let's start our entertainment segment with the 79 Golden Globe Awards.
Yes,
right?
So this time it did happen behind closed doors and it did not have a huge celebrity audience. Nevertheless, it was the most looked forward to event for all those in the television and film industry.
And my favorite Hollywood actresses, that's Nicole Kidman and Kate Winslet, won for the best actresses in their respective segments. It was so cool, right?
You know who I was genuinely proud to see up there? Not like I had anything to do with it, but even then, it was the old guy from Squid Games, Oh Young-soo.
Yes.
He won Best Supporting Actor.
And we spoke so much about Squid Games in our, episode way back when, Squid Game had released, right?
You know what? We should have just predicted that he would have won an award.
Exactly. I wish we would have predicted, right? All right, so moving on from Hollywood to Bollywood, we have our famous heroes in the Bollywood. That's SRK, Amir Khan, Ranbir Kapoor, Hrithik Roshan and Prabhas, that the fans are most excited to watch their favorite heroes on big screen after a long hiatus.
Now, whether you call it a forced pause amid the pandemic or a careful contemplation of their next venture, many actors have been away from the screen for a while now. And some of the top names are set to rock the big screen in 2022.
And let's begin with Amir Khan, right? So the actor's last big screen appearance was Thugs of Hindustan in 2018, which was not a successful hit on the box office. So now Khan has been seen working on a pandemic-plagued project that's called as Lal Singh Chadda.
Now, fans might finally get to see Mr. Perfectionist back on screen in 2022 in the official remake of Tom Hanks' star of Forrest Gump. The film also stars Kareena Kapoor playing Gump's love interest.
Meanwhile, Hrithik Roshan was missing after Super 30 and War in 2019 is set to star in a Hindi remake of Vikram Vedha. The film also stars Saif Ali Khan.
Yeah, but it's also a Hindi remake of a Tamil movie, right?
Yes.
So it's all remakes. I guess this is their way of playing it safe, choosing the right roles, as they say. I mean, what are the chances that a blockbuster remake will fail, right? Not everything is like the remake of Friends.
Oh my, don't even talk about it. Oh yes, the Hindi version, Hello Friends. It was so painful to watch.
We're not talking about it.
Julie.
Let's move on to our favorite, Shah Rukh Khan.
So after Zero in 2018, Shah Rukh Khan's fans have been waiting for a long time to see King Khan on the silver screen. The actor will soon now woo us all again with Pathan, which is a part of a spy-verse which involves numerous action drama films.
This project will see SRK in the lead role along with a cameo performance from Salman Khan, who plays the character Tiger in the same spy-verse.
And then we have Prabhas. Now he is known to work at his own pace when it comes to his films, but this time the gap has been too much for his fans. It's way too long.
Yeah, Prabhas has not had a cinema outing since Saho in 2019, and that will change this year as he will be seen in a period romantic drama Radhe Shyam, which also stars Pooja Hegde.
Okay, so another actor who has, we all have been waiting to see on the silver screen for a long time is Ranbir Kapoor. But the wait will seemingly end this year with a double bonanza.
Last seen in Sanju, which was a biopic on actor Sanjay Dutt, which was phenomenal.
Yes.
Kapoor is going to be seen again on screen with two films this year, Shamshera and the much-awaited Brahmastra.
Oh yes, okay, so that's a superhero film, but hold on, it's nothing like Koi Mil Gaya, please.
Alia Bhatt is in it too, right? But we'll reserve the dynamics for another episode. Let's take a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Now if you're wondering, what kind of rain did Texas really get?
Okay, so after all, 2021 was pretty bizarre with the Texas almost freezing.
So residents of Texarkana thought they were seeing things, only to soon realize they were experiencing weather conditions best described as cloudy with a chance of mackerel.
So it wasn't just raining, but a steady stream of fish falling down from the sky. How cool, right?
The fantastic sighting was caused by animal rain, a rare phenomena dating back to the 3rd century AD, during which small animals like frogs, crabs, and even mussels are carried away by water spouts or updrafts, morphing into a cloud of creatures before plunging back to earth.
So the splashdown only lasted a few minutes but impacted hundreds of witnesses who immediately began commenting in the city's Facebook post page where, you know, all the things were happening with all the fishes scattered across the town.
Oh, there must be some crazy photos.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, this phenomenon isn't new and it's not always fish. Think raining cats and dogs.
Okay, so let me give you a little history about that. The first recorded use of the idiom dated back to the British poet Henry Vaughan in 1651 collection of poems in which he referred a roof being protected against dogs and cats raining in the shower.
By 1710, the idiom evolved over the years with Jonathan Swift's 1710 poem City Showers describing raining cats and dogs as a reference to severe flooding that left animals dead on the streets. Though Swift had other creative ways of referring to heavy rain, including its raining pitchforks, cats and dogs was as catchy as cooties, and the phrase kind of stuck. Remember cooties?
Yes, I do remember. Then there's mythology. It seems that cats were at one time thought to have influence over storms, especially by sailors, and the dogs were symbols of storms, often accompanying images of descriptions of the Norse storm god Odin.
So technically, when some particularly violent tempests appeared, people suggested it was caused by cats, which brought in the rain, and dogs, which brought in the wind.
But then we wonder, like, why really are, like, cats and dogs that are our favorite furry friends, that they have to be dragged into these references. Like, I really don't get it, right? But looking at it in a positive light, imagine some lucky kid is praying for a pet and he is blessed with a cat or a dog falling right into his hands from the heavens. How sweet would that be?
As long as the animal is alive, yes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Texas is probably still trying to get the fish smell out of their town.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, on that note, make sure you tune into Midday Update tomorrow at 2 p.m. and we'll be back with the 8 p.m. show with even more fun stories. So keep watching TTV.